Went off with the size difference there. That makes it.
And now, your Suns Dancers.
And a chance to hear from former number 2 overall pick Derek Williams about his focus offensively. 2 huge improvements. Good group substitution here for Phoenix. Alex Len's checked in for Warren. Goodwin comes in for Booker. Freaks checked in for Knight. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Donald Sloan. The Knicks also changing it up. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Porzingis. Williams comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Green in for Jose Calderon. And New York, looking at who they've got. Trevor Booker is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. Then it's Williams. And it's Green in at the shooting guard position. He kicks it to Cannon. They double him with Freak. There's the triple. Green missing again.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Chandler is screen. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Williams. And that one's good. Freak.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
For New York, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
The offensive rebound. Len, good.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
New York leading by 14. Cannon kicks to Williams. Pass to Green. There's the 3. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Bledsoe passes to Freak. From beyond the arc, the shot is off. Great D that time from Green. Tries from the block. Williams can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Bledsoe outside. Len sets a screen for Bledsoe. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Phoenix shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. The first free throw is good.
At the line for your Suns, Alex.
Both free throws good from Len.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settling. And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
And a wide open look for Freak, but they'll get another chance. Phoenix no good that time either. Here's Williams, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force. I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Knicks lead by 16. And we'll see. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. Some changes for Phoenix. T.J. Warren, he's checked in for Chandler. Freak comes in for Archie Goodwin, and it's Eric Bledsoe in for Brandon Knight. And a new group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Booker comes in for Porzingis. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Cannon in for Jose Calderon. Freak in at 2 guard. Warren is out there with Len. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Booker in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets got down to business. He ended with 23 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
Kicks it to Booker. Trying to find Bledsoe. Gets it to him. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Bledsoe's got his second bucket tonight.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
He dishes it to Freak. Three-pointer. Another three for Phoenix.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Well, he holds the reins to this team, and we're seeing some examples, guys.
And that's the kind of take-charge leadership that every team desperately needs.
Looking at the game Cannon has been having, 13 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those. They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And you know, it wasn't just about getting hot offensively. Defensively, they've been stellar as well.
The feed to Booker. All sorts of time. Bank shot, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Bledsoe.
And this should be the last possession of the quarter.
Exactly. I'm right with you there, Greg. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter. Make sure you get the last shot.
And that one falls for Cannon. He's perfect from the line this time. 12 seconds left to play here in the third. Larkin dishes to Freak. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. And the final period of play just about to start. Some changes for Phoenix. Alex Lenz checked in for Goodwin, and Freak subbed in for Shane Larkin. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Cannon is checked in for Green. And New York looking at who they've got. Porzingis is out there with a Flalo. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Calderon in at point guard. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Lopez left side. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. Lopez has got the game tied up here for New York.
A room service dime by Jose Calderon.
One kick kicks to Freak. From deep. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Three-pointer. Porzingis can't hit.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Clock at 4. Here's Knight. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Now it's a 5-point Suns lead.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going for your Suns dancers.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Kurt Rambis had to say to the team. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. Out left to the wing. Lopez with the steal. And now Afflalo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, you talk about clutch plays, defensively and offensively. We saw both right there.
And the gap's narrowing right now, Clark. Every second from here on out counts. Neither team can afford to make mistakes. You gotta manage the clock and play smart.
Here's Freak. Another three for Phoenix.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we gonna see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
Here's Calderon. Chandler with the rebound.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebound.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
The lead pushed to double digits. And now it's a 10-point Suns lead.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
.27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Green outside, and the shot is good. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
It is, and Clark, that's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender. And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
What a play. Hey.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
Just an amazing impact he had in this game. After not even being in the starting lineup. He's the other Ernie, and the crowd was loving it. They really enjoyed his style of play. He's going to continue to create more and more new fans for himself. I'm sure of that.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports